Visit safeticketcompare.com and see all ticket prices listed in one place. Get the best ticket deals from safe and trusted websites. Our website contains all major fixtures and all tickets listed are 100% safe, secure and guaranteed.
What's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Noman and today's analysis video is going to be about the Women's World Cup final between USA and the Netherlands. So USA lined up in a 4-3-3 formation and they often shifted to 2-3-5 with possession. And their 2-3-5 formation was very similar to Manchester City's 2-3-5. While Netherlands on the other hand also lined up in a 4-3-3 formation and they often shifted to 4-4-2 without possession. USA's game plan was actually very close to the one that Pep Guardiola often tries to use at Manchester City. With possession, their formation was mostly 2-3-5, with the fullbacks moving in the midfield and playing as inverted fullbacks. Starting formation of 4-3-3, but with possession, the wingers moved very wide, and they tried to create gaps in the half spaces for the two attacking midfielders. And the fullbacks moved in the midfield to occupy the spaces that were left open by the two attacking midfielders. And thus their formation was mostly 2-3-5 with possession. So here we can see USA's formation of 2-3-5 with two inverted fullbacks, two wide wingers and two attacking midfielders attacking the half spaces. With the help of their wide wingers and attacking midfielders, USA tried to create overloads against both Netherlands fullbacks. Overloads against both the Dutch fullbacks. Wide US wingers are pulling the fullbacks out to create spaces for the attacking midfielders. The wide winger pulls the fullback out to create space for the midfielders run. One touch passing and USA are in Netherlands' defensive third. Netherlands midfielders were not tracking the runs of the US midfielders, and this was the main reason why they were unable to defend against USA's attacking threat. Once again, the winger drops deep and pulls the fullback out to create space for the midfielders run. Long pass from the back to the midfielder, and the Dutch midfielder again did not provide any defensive support to the fullback. Fullback taken out and midfielder was too slow to react. Too easy for USA to get in the final third. USA's defensive approach in this game was very aggressive. They tried to counterpress Netherlands in their own half as soon as USA lost possession. USA lost possession as the pass went straight to the Dutch defender, and now watch their reaction. Instead of running back to get back in their defensive shape, their fullback and defensive midfielder immediately push up to counterpress the Dutch player and win back possession. Aggressive counterpress in numbers to win back possession in Netherlands half and continue the USA attack. Again, USA lost possession and they immediately started the counterpress in Netherlands half to stop Netherlands break. USA's aggressive counterpressing not only stopped Netherlands' counterattacks, but it also made it really difficult for Netherlands to move the ball out of their own half. But as we saw in these last few examples, USA's players were trying to aggressively press in the zone of possession by getting the numerical advantage. So whenever Netherlands were able to get out of that zone of press, they had lots of space to attack USA's backline. Again, blocking the passing lanes of the player in possession and forcing her to make mistake. This time the Dutch player was able to avoid the counterpress. Back pass to the centre back, who plays a first time pass to release the left winger. And now USA's front and midfield lines are easily taken out. Since USA's front and midfield lines were pressing really high up the pitch, so their defensive line was also pushing up to support the high press. So Netherlands often tried to play long passes from the back to the front to attack the spaces behind USA's high defensive line. But USA's goalkeeper made some really nice sweeper clearances to keep the clean sheet. Again, space is available behind the USA's defensive line, and the Dutch striker makes a very good run to receive the pass behind the high defensive line. Same situation once again, a perfect line breaking pass, and the striker once again makes a very well timed run behind the high defensive line. But the goalkeeper read the situation and stepped out of her defensive line to do the work of a sweeper. So we talked about USA's fullbacks and how they were moving in the midfield to play as inverted fullbacks. Manchester City's fullbacks only play as inverted fullbacks when they have possession, but without possession, they immediately move to a normal back four. But USA's fullbacks were often too late to get back in their positions, and that created gaps in their defense. The two US centre-backs are covering the striker, and the left back is now left in a 1v2 position, but there is no one attacking the wide space for the Netherlands. This time the right back has moved in the midfield, leaving the gap open in the defense for the Dutch fullback to push forward. But luckily for USA, the Dutch players were not able to take advantage from these gaps. USA's corner routines in this game were also really good, as they were able to isolate their players in open spaces. The US player is free right at the edge of the goal box, and no Dutch player is trying to cover her. (4v3) in USA's favor. One player tries to make the near post run to receive the pass, and again, no Dutch player tried to follow her. USA scored two very important goals in the second half to win the game. The first goal was scored from the penalty spot, while the second one was purely a defensive error from the Dutch centre-back. Rose gets the ball, while Alex Morgan makes a near post run to take one of the centre-backs away. Morgan takes away one of the centre-backs, while the full-backs are trying to cover their respective wingers. USA now have 4v4 to attack Netherlands' backline. And this is where the backline makes a mistake. At some point, the centre-back is supposed to step out to tackle the player in possession. But the Dutch defender kept falling back, and she kept allowing Rose the space to run into. This is the time to step out when Rose is on her right foot. You never allow the player to come to her stronger foot. But once again, the defender did not step out, and she allowed Rose to shift the ball to her left foot, which is the stronger foot, and take a shot at the goal. Instead of stepping out, the centre-back again kept moving back, and that gave Rose the chance to move to her stronger left foot and take a shot at the goal, and of course, score the goal. USA in the end won the game quite comfortably by 2-0 and lifted their 4th World Cup title. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.